Hello. I started to... Oh, my older sister made us watch Little House on the Prairie. Yeah, I think we watched that too, but we watched it, I think, because of my mom. I think my mom wanted us to watch that. Or she wanted to watch it anyway. So we had to watch that too. Yeah. So I started to make a junk journal. We have the other book that I'm going to work on, but I'm kind of needing something a little less structured. I've done several very structured books in a row, and I need something a little more chaotic. So this is a junk journal kit that I bought from Etsy and printed. So this is a travel themed journal, and it's got lots of like travel themed images on journal pages. So I want to put something together with it. So that's what I'm going to work on today. I will get back to the summer road trip book, but for right now, I'm going to go with this. Hello, Miss Cubis. Thanks for coming in. I can't see my chat. Welcome, readers. Hope you had a good stream. Hi, Celtic. Lurk away, my friend. Thanks for coming in. I am working on a junk journal that I just printed out some pages, some themed pages. It's travel themed, and I want to work on it today. So what I'm gonna do, I do a lot of scrapbooking, album making, and I've been doing a lot of very structured and neat albums lately. And I really need to make something messy and unplanned and just kind of mess around. So that's my plan. I need some unstructured chaos for a little bit. So I have a whole bunch of pages that are themed and printed, and I want to add some blank pages, but I don't remember how many papers I printed. $15. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. These are tea dyed and all like raunchy and stained. I love it. And some that aren't quite so stained. Actually, I want most of them to be pretty basic because then the other ones stand out more. You cleaned your vents today? I took a nap. You are much more productive than I was. I think that's enough. It was really bad. We don't have vents. I mean, we have the dryer vents. We should probably clean that. Amusity cleans that now and then, right? Right? I think. Going to look for a bit. Stop the ceiling fan and the blades are making me anxious. All the dust bunnies up there. Have fun with your dust bunnies. Getting your dust bunnies down. Do you have radiator heat? Yes. We do. Yeah, radiant heat is not my favorite, but actually the heat is really nice. I like that it's like a more gentle heat than forced air. I do like that. But it's also not as good. We did in the early summer, obsessed over lint build up in the dryer itself. We can wait until warmer weather, go up the ladder for the dryer vent again. We can do the dryer vent from inside though. We have like the snaky thing, I thought. Maybe we don't. Maybe I dreamed it. Radiator heat would be fine if this house wasn't akin to Swiss cheese. That is true. It is definitely not an airtight house. Drafty old farmhouse. I'm going to use these extra bits that I'm ripping off in a minute to make washi tape to use in the pages. Well, it won't really be tape because it won't be sticky, but it'll be like washi tape. Sorry, Deadpool, I didn't see your message. Yes. I did straighten up some in my room today, only because I was searching for something I couldn't find. So I had to put stuff away so I can look for it, and I still never found it. Took me forever to seal mine up. So much caulking and weather stripping. Yes. It's really bad. And we really need to insulate the basement better. Oh man, we're gonna use that cool. We'll lose this cool edge. Darn, that's okay. I'll use it somewhere else. What else did I do today? I don't think I did much. I don't think I did much today. Normal cleaning. That's it. I cleaned. I searched for a project. Yeah. And then I decided to print stuff out, so I printed stuff. Hung out in streams. You had your breakfast sandwich. Oh, yes. That's true. We played on AI this morning to create an image Musity was looking for. Had a Waffle House style breakfast sandwich. That was delicious. My stomach thought I was nuts, though. My stomach was like, oh, what was that for? What are you doing? I put stuff on top of my keyboard and now I can't see. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I think this is going to be 2 signatures. I was thinking 1 signature, but I think I have too many pages. So I have to decide to not use some or make 2 signatures. I could make it a big old fat book. And that'll be fine. I don't want to lose this corner, so I'm going to fold it different. I like that corner. It's going to fold here instead. Darn, I'll lose a little bit of it, but it's okay. It's fine. Hello, Crunk Bunny. I'm starting a new junk journal today. Travel themed junk journal. What is a junk journal? That is a good question. A junk journal is like a journal. Like a journal that you would write in, but it has pretty much anything you want in it. And this one is themed. So I have printed lots of pages that have travel related images on them. And I'm using some tea-dyed paper to make extra paper. I think this one's pretty, this one feels like it might crack. I'm not sure I'm going to use this one. So you just make a book with lots of images. Well, you don't have to have images if you don't want to. Just whatever you want. And then we have whatever you want to put inside of it. This one's going to have tickets, like fake train tickets and things like that. And you make it with lots of spaces to write, but also just a lot to look at. And places to hide things, to hide memorabilia or write in like places that would be hidden. So instead of having just blank journal pages, you have a lot of visual interest going on in the journal. And you can use it to write in and record things. Some people use them as like art journals, and just creating the journal is the art. Some people use them to write and draw and pretty much whatever you want inside of it. They're called junk journals because traditionally they've been made with whatever you have on hand. So if you have envelopes from junk mail, you can use that. You can use like bubble wrap and like just things you would normally throw out, even food packaging, anything that you would normally throw away that could be cut up and glued down is what you would use to make pockets and writing areas and whatever else you want in your book. A lot of people don't use that kind of stuff anymore, but we still call it junk journals. And there's a whole lot of drama about whether or not something should be called junk journal if it doesn't have junk. And I just don't care. I think if you want to call it a junk journal, you call it a junk journal. If you don't, you don't. Don't think it's anybody's business. This is a cool page. I like it. Anything can be junk depending on who is looking at it. That's true. That is true. So if you just use what you want to use, you're good. There we go. And we have these done. And we have all of these. So I'm going to start stacking these up. A couple of my pages are a little bit shorter than the others, like this one, because it's printed with a pretty wide border around it. And I trimmed off all the white edges. I'm going to put this together just like this and then see how thick it is, because I think it might be a little too thick. I think I might want to do it as 2 instead of 1. I do like nice thick books though. I like chunky books. But these journal pages get, as you stack up more pages, see the edges go out further. And then you have to start trimming them down more to get them to look nice. And I don't like it. Got a lot of plain ones here. There we go. That's nice and fat. But they don't... I mean, you can just leave them like that. It's not the end of the world. It's fine. And some people do. Like just one big signature. But I probably won't. It will go a little bit closer when we bind it up. But not too much. It's not bad, actually. Not too bad. It might work. Not sure. Hi, Deadpool. Are you home now? You're not still traveling, are you? Still traveling. Oh my God. Almost home. Deadpool was in streams earlier from the church bathroom. He's a naughty boy. He's hanging out in the bathroom on stream instead of sitting in church. Okay. I actually want to grab a bigger piece of paper. Shh. Well, don't put me on speaker. Oh, that wasn't Deadpool. That was Deadpoo. I have all these little scraps. This is not gonna bend the way I want it to. I don't want to get another piece of paper. I have all these little scraps that I want to not throw away. So I'm going to use them at some point in this book. At least some of them. I don't need all of them, but some of them will get used. I may as well just do a whole bunch of them at once. Darn, it's not going to stay down. I need tape. Where's my masking tape? Okay. My masking tape is like super strong and sticky, which masking tape shouldn't be, right? It should be like easy to rip off. But this roll is definitely not. If it was, I would like tape down all these pieces so they don't stick up. But it is not good for that, and it will rip them up. So I have a bunch of colors of Distress Oxide here. And I'm just gonna put it all over. Kind of random spots. And I have brushes I can do it with also, but these lighter ones I'm just gonna brush on with the pad itself. Doesn't show up very well on these darker ones, this color. It's alright, I'll get a darker one. See, I'd like to hold these, I'd like to be able to hold these down. But it just doesn't work. Hi, Chris Kaizen. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. These are making a mess. I really just want color on them. All I need is color. Doesn't have to be perfect, just there. Just sticking everywhere. Everything is sticking to me. Well, that one has a good amount of green. Those are good. Good, good. Where does your lid go? I should clean my brush, but I'm not gonna. I'm mixing all the colors anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Blend the colors like you're applying foundation. Sure. It's been a while since I wore makeup, so I don't know. This one's... I am going to change because it's blue instead of the yellows and greens I was using. And I don't want it everywhere. Just want some little highlights blue. You know, like contouring. You know, if men find out we can shapeshift, they're going to tell the church. What? Are you smoking up there? What are you doing? Don't mind me just referencing memes. Okay. Oh, thought that one didn't have much on him. Can't really see it. It's all dark. Okay. Oh, what's this one? Tea dye. That one's brown. We have a lot of brown. I don't know if we need more brown. I think we're good. They're kind of subtle. It's good, good, good. Subtle colors. But my pages are pretty subtle too. Okay, so these are men are dumb and will hand over their wallets. True. Okay, these inks are distress oxides and they react with water. So I have my little spray bottle. I'm gonna spritz around and we'll see what happens. It should just kind of fan out like watercolors. I can brush that around. And they move around a little bit. Colors move around and smudge. You two just have your own little side party over there. Go ahead. It's all good. I have no idea what you're talking about. What time is it? 3:40. Okay. I have a bunch of stamps now that are summer travel themed. This one has some maps. A map. That one's a letter and script. This one's French themed. Oh, this one's really cute. I like this. It's a bunch of little envelopes and letters. That's really cute. And more script. Ooh, postage stamps. I like that. I think we're going to use that for sure. I don't know what these are. Like labels. Oh, there's like first class mail, Santa's airmail. Well, that's good. That's like postage labels. And then random numbers and letters. Cool, cool, cool. So we're going to use some of these. Yes. Yes. The black ink. Where's my thingy? Hopefully my black works well. And I'm just going to stamp across some of these so it gets partially on across a couple of different ones.
Hello there.
Hello, our parish. Thanks for coming in. Ah, kitty. Meow. Thanks for the redeems. I hope you're having a good Sunday. Yes, awesome. Well, this one's directional. I should make sure it goes right. No, I should put one of the big, like, scripty ones down and then put some others on top. Airplane! Oh, what does it say? I can't see it. It's too small. Oh, I missed it. Oh. Did it say our parish welcome? Couldn't see it. Oh. Hello, Mr. Hartman. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate you being here. Uh-oh. I'm gonna make it bigger so I can see. Deadpool! Hiya and welcome everyone. Awesome. Been looking for a bit and I love your travel journal so far. Oh, thank you. My goodness. Thank you, Deadpool. Thank you, Amusity. And our parish for all the redeems. That was cool. These little papers aren't lining up the way I want them to. They're kind of everywhere. But it's okay. They'll get a little bit of something on each piece. Some kind of script. Oh. I should probably not put it upside down though. There we go. Now I can go back to using the little ones so they stand out a little more. Don't get covered up with the scripts. That one says, this side of card is for address. What is this? This is a little tiny one. It says postcard. I don't want it too perfect. I think that's probably enough. Oh, this one doesn't have much up here though. I'm gonna get some stuff up there. Let's see what else we have. Well, there's a little, is that a bird? I think this one has a bird. see what the bird looks like. What can I put next to this? Oh, that's really cute. I just broke up my bird though. Let's put him down here. Burb. Now I'm covered in ink. Okay. 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 Have to put those aside so I can wash them. Remember which ones I used because I didn't use all the ones I pulled out. So those will just go back. And I have lots of scraps here I'll use another time. We don't need them today. They'll just go in the scrap bin. You got it, Deadpool. Thank you. I'll be hanging out a little bit longer if you have time to hang out with me. I was planning on ending stream and raiding over to someone else at 4 in the Fun Day Sunday Fun Day free train. But we had a cancellation, so I'm going to keep going until Celtic is ready for me to raid over to her. So love for you to keep hanging out with me if you can, if you have time. There is an ad starting in about 2 minutes if you need a break or grab some water. These are our little strips. And we can use these as we're putting journal together. Sometimes there are spaces where I use things like tape or whatever to just hold things together, just to make things work. And to cover the tape, I use these pieces, or just to cover up spots that are kind of blank and empty and need a little bit of visual something. These will go in there. So I'm gonna put these to the side and clean my hands. I'm gonna take this off too. I don't want to get ink all over everything else I'm doing. Okay. I think I'm going to break this up. I'm going to split it and then see what they look like split, right? I'll be back. Decided to replace my fan. Oh my gosh. You went from cleaning it to replacing the whole thing? If you give a mouse a cookie. You've been talking to smooches too long. Okay. I think I like that better. It'll still be chunky. Probably. This will still be chunky, but a little more manageable. I'm going to put that paper there just so my lights aren't shining off of the glass. What is this tool? I am not sure what it is called. It's a book binding tool. I cannot think of words for it. But it basically, it holds your thing in place. So you can poke holes with an awl. I have an awl. And I want to put 3 holes in here so I can do a simple pamphlet stitch. And this thing holds it down in place so you can line up your holes. Book binding punch, maybe? Maybe? There are some really fancy, beautiful ones that are like made of wood. And there's also, you can use like, nobody really has phone books anymore, but that is what my favorite bookbinding YouTuber uses, an old phone book, and she just opens it to the center and lays her pages down in it and punches, because it gives you a good curve to put your pages down into in the middle, and then you just punch, punch, punch. This one has a couple of different ways to do it. You can do it like that, and it also has a flat place. I've never used the flat place. Not quite sure what you would use it for, but I'm sure it's similar. But this is bent here, so it holds your center. I didn't measure, so I don't really know what my actual center is, but I should do that. I should do that so I know what I'm doing. Instead of just winging it like I normally do. Right. Okay, this one's my center punch. And this one's about an inch from the top. And then I want about an inch from the bottom. Measure twice, hole punch once. That's a good plan. I forgot my little clippy things. I gotta get clippy things. I should just do it this way, right? I can do it this way. And I know exactly what I did. Just look at this one. Hopefully, anyway. Pretty sure I did this one, yes. And then this one. Yes. Crap, I didn't take out enough clips. Hopefully all my holes went all the way through. This is waxed linen. The wax makes it really strong and also keeps it from moving on your pages. So the thread isn't like sawing back and forth on your paper in the holes, because that will just make holes. Makes your hole bigger. I need to go get tools at Michael's, not craft supplies. There you go. Tools. They're fun tools. It's okay. So here you have to decide if you want the tail of your string to be on the inside or on the outside. I'm going to put mine on the inside, but you can do it either way. I'm going to have that clip hold on to that so I don't have to hold on to it. This is a very simple pamphlet stitch. There are lots of other stitches and ways to bind these. It let go. Oops. I'm gonna tie it, not super tight, but a little tight. If you wanted to, you can leave this long and put like charms or danglies on it or whatever. I don't like to. I do it sometimes depending on the theme of the journal. I will put a charm. I'll leave it and put a charm, but not with the waxed thread. The waxed thread is like so stiff that you don't really want it to like dangle, and because it's not a good texture. If it was like a soft string or something and you left it dangling out of the book with a charm or a bead, that would be fun, but you want it to be something you can like touch and manipulate. And this just isn't, I don't think. I don't think so. I was checking to see if I had a thinner piece of masking tape. But I don't. I kind of want to put masking tape here over this just to hold it down and keep it out of the way, and then put one of these pieces on top. That's my plan. Charms would be cute. Yes. I have done some Christmas journals, Christmas themed journals with little charms and danglies, and they're a lot of fun. I found it. I thought I had a shorter one or a thinner one. I don't want the sticky hanging off the edge. No sticky. No sticky for you. Now that bit is covered up. And the thread is not going to move. Everything is down in there. Then it won't look so stark with this later because we'll add other stuff to this. Oh, I was going to throw my needle away. We'll add other things to the page and then this won't look so blank with just the middle. It'll be fine, I promise. Do we want a question for humans? Question for humans. I like them anyway. I hope everyone else does. Who's one speaker, author, or thinker who's made a big impact on you? Let's see. I can't type. $452. No, that's not what I said. Where'd it go? Okay, fine. I think mine would be Wayne Dyer. Dr. Wayne Dyer. He's written lots of books on manifesting and mindset and that kind of thing. Just ways to think and be a good human. Don't be a butthole. He talks about finding wonder in everyday things. which sometimes you need. Sometimes you have to search for the wonder. It doesn't always make itself apparent. Can put the all away before I poke myself. Oh no. A book written by 3 doctors, The General Theory of Love. Interesting. I don't think I've heard of it. I'll have to look it up. Is this directional? Am I doing it right? Yes, I think so. Right, right. Okay. Now I need to put this needle away before I lose it. Psychology mixed with biology. Nice. That sounds interesting. I will take a look. Uh-oh. Did I do it upside down? No, I didn't. I just put the book upside down. Okay. Or the pages upside down. Okay. Okay, okay. That's 2 inserts. Let me see what else we're gonna do. I'm throwing papers everywhere. Okay. one. These two. I'm going to cut these white borders off real quick. I'm going to make an ephemera holder. Ephemera is all the little bits that you put in like this. I have stuff printed. These are ephemera pieces I printed, but it would be like little labels and notes and tags. It could be things that you've collected and you want to put in your journal. These are just printed ones. And you can also make these out of random paper, stamps, and inks. But when you cut all of those little bits out, there's like no place to put them while you're working. So this will be an ephemera holder. So that you can use to hold those before they go into your journal. Or extra ones, or extra things that you don't want to glue down. If you have actual keepsake tickets and things that you might not want to put down, then you probably wouldn't really glue them. But you need a good space for them. So I'm going to glue down the sides and the middle of this. I'll leave this open on the ends. I can line it up right. I'm just going to get glue everywhere. Not unusual. have 2 pins floating around this desk now somewhere. I lost one last night. I just lost one again. Oh, found one. That's good. Only one missing now. Okay, okay. Well, this will go into our book and there'll be a pocket there and a pocket there. I want some pockets here. I wanted to put clear acetate pockets here, so when you put the pieces in, you can see what you have and you don't have to search through pockets. But I couldn't find my acetate. I do have these window pockets. They might work. Window plastic. I think they'll work. They're a little bit bigger than I wanted, but I can cut them down. I can cut them down with my cutter thingy. Okay, let's get these out of the way. In the way. You're in my way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do one with just a big ol' one big pocket, and then I'll cut one down and do some smaller pockets on the other side. Let me see how much I'm cutting off. That works. I have this pretty little paper I can use on something later. That goes into my stash. I actually, the tape is going to show through on here, so I'm using my skinnier tape. But I actually like it better than the way the glue looks when the glue shows through. Don't like it. There is some other tape that supposedly doesn't show, but I think it does. I think they lie. Can't see where my thing is. Okay, the tape's not going to be completely clear, but it's okay. It will make a pocket, and that's the point. So there's a spot there now to put things. And I'm going to use one more and I'm going to cut it in half, I think. And make 2 pockets. And 2 small pockets. I didn't cut it completely in half. I made one just a little bit larger than the other one, so I can put a larger one on the bottom. I think I'm going to leave that backing on it for a minute so I can see it better when I put the tape on. Uh-oh, I just taped it to my paper. And I do need to make sure my tape's not over the edge because it'll be sticking to everything if it is. Everything is sticking to me now. Here's my bold. Oh, I'm a little bit over the edge on this side. I need to cut that down. So nothing sticks to it. Hi, Giggy. Thanks for checking in. Have a good lurk. I hope you're doing well. maybe about halfway. Yes. Something is still sticking out on this side. I can't see it, I can only feel it. Get out of here. Okay, I didn't mess up where my tape is. Good. Now, we have a big pocket here and little pockets here. And they're clear, so whatever you put in there, you can still see them. And then there's still spots here and here. So that's 3 signatures. I guess I didn't measure that one against these. So that's going to be a little bit taller, but that's okay. It'll be okay. What time is it? Got a little bit more time. A little bit more time. Good. Good. We'll keep rolling. Oops. I'm clicking on stuff I didn't know I was clicking on. I need to cut the whites off of these real quick. No edges. Okay, I'm not sure I need... No, I don't need 2. I don't need 2 pages. Just need 1 page, I think. Yes, yes, I think. I have to remember how to make this. I'll make a document envelope. I'm going to tear off this one, not that one, right? Crap. Yes, I put them this way, and this one gets torn off, and that one folds down. Yes, I think. Well, crap. Let's try it and see what happens. Yeah. That's the way it goes. Huge. I think I figured it out. Well, that's the way it's going to go, but I want this one to be just a teeny bit shorter. Nope, I want it a whole bunch shorter. I want it to go there. Eek. At some point I'll remember. It's been a while. Yes, that's better. I like that one better. Gathered twigs. That sounds green. Oh, that's brown. Brown is good. Gotta go. Take care. Be safe. Love you guys. Love you too. Take care. going to be reading into Celtic Lass whenever she is ready to go. Some of these thicker pieces we didn't use, we're going to use for this. It should go this way, actually. That way. Yes. That goes to the inside. These have to be about the same size. Or we'll have a lopsided envelope. There we go. There we go. Now we just gotta attach it. I have to close it at the bottom too, though. Gotta remember that part, because otherwise your envelope is gonna not work. Everything will just fall off the bottom. What's the fun in that? Kind of trim it up a little bit. Setting up and having all the usual issues. Take your time. We're good. Whenever you're ready. I want to trim this little overhang, but I have to make sure it's actually my back piece and not the connector. Because I chop my connector and I'll have a hole. There. someday I'm gonna put it down someplace where I know where it is. I will get consistent with putting it down in the right spot. Probably not, but I can dream. I have a button somewhere. Button. I want a button. Right there. Where did I put my string though? Here it is. I could use regular string to sew a button on, but I'm not gonna go find it. I'm just gonna sit right here and use this because it's here in front of me. I'm just gonna try to figure out where center might be. Don't need to be super precise. Well, we have an ad break starting in just a couple seconds. If you get ads, I appreciate you sitting through them. I'm going to use one of our little washi tapes to cover up this thread. If I was smart, I would have put a little bit of thread on the other side or in between to come up and wrap around here. I'm gonna have to start it down here or maybe on the back and then cover the back. No. Okay. I'm going to use a little bit of twine for that. Which U.S. president broke the tradition for being elected for not just a third term, but eventually a fourth? Hope that wasn't a thing. Masking tape is the duct tape of the crafting world. It's a little tight. See what stuff I have here that I can cut out and put on the back of this envelope to cover that piece. I'm going to do that. That piece right there. I'm just going to rip it though. Tear it up. I needed a good rip and tear project. Been doing lots of clean and neat projects. Needed to get messy. I could make this a pocket, but it'll be too bulky to slide things into, so I'm just going to glue it all down. because that lump of twine would keep it from really being a pocket. Good, useful pocket anyway. Here we go. There's one pocket. And I'm going to make a second pocket and then put one of these strips in between. Well, I'll probably do more masking tape. And then cover the masking tape with this. So I have two pockets that make a fourth signature for my journal. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. We're going to raid over